everyone, welcome to the third episode in my series of shout out videos. Now this is where I like to recommend 10 retro gaming channels who are, I think, criminally undersubbed and deserve more attention, and I'll leave the previous 2 years videos in the description if you want to go and check those out. Now I'm upping the limit on this one to 1,000 subs rather than the previous ones which are 500. So this is going to be 10 awesome retro gaming channels under 1,000 subs that deserve your support. Now this is like a staple of the YouTube community for me, and I always appreciate it when I was really small and people gave me a mention or sent people to my channel, so the least I can do is do it for other people. These are all great people. That's just the first thing on the list of criteria for me, is that they're just a nice person. So if nothing else, you're going to find a bunch of really great people. For the record, this is no sub for sub business or the fact that they've asked for a shout out or anything. None of the people in this video even know this is happening, so you know, none of that business. If you want to link your own small channel in the description, you can on this occasion, no problem. So yeah, in order of subscriber count, here are this year's 10 awesome retro gaming channels under 1,000 subscribers.
First up is UK based Savage Gaming Show, who at the time of me writing this is at 90 subscribers. This guy essentially plays a character when he presents and wears a mask, so I won't mention his name. A relatively new channel, this guy covers all sorts: retro consoles, home computers, and loves his arcade games. I came across him as, like me, he's a huge side-scrolling beat-em-up fan, but also loves his shooters. But expect all sorts of genres and systems to be covered by Savage Gaming Show, and he's got a good knowledge base and makes the videos interesting. As some of you know, I'm a big fan of community-oriented people, and he definitely fits the bill. Check him out and help an up-and-coming tuber gain some traction.
Up to 3 players can fight through the game with plenty of weapons to pick up on their way. The dinosaurs that appear throughout will attack both the player and the enemy, and when possible, it's usually best to avoid them altogether.
Next up is Sinisteve Retro Gamer at 95 subs, another channel in the UK. If you haven't guessed from his username, he's called Steve. Steve has a very impressive collection of retro games and arcade cabinets. He's a huge Sega fan and Amiga fan like me, and has more CRTs than Dixons in the early 90s. Steve's another big community guy, not only on YouTube but also on the Facebook groups and on the arcade forum UK VAC. Steve mainly does pickup videos which are always jam-packed with awesome stuff, but does the odd live stream or event video. Pop on over and say hi.
Ever since seeing bloody Paul's Synesthesia collection, I'll always keep my eye out, and if I see a Synesthesia game going fairly cheap, I'll pick it up. And this is Wiz and Liz. Again, pretty nice nick. I think a lot of the Synesthesia games, usually about 10-20 quid. Got a little bit of a dent in the corner.
A Casual Gamer is a very new channel, but is doing pretty well at 225 subs considering she's only been going about 3 months. Her name's Kat, and I believe she's from Canada. Kat is a huge handheld fan and does videos mainly on handheld systems like the PS Vita, Game Boy, and her favourite, the Game Boy Advance. She has a soft-spoken style, almost ASMR-like, so her videos are very relaxing, but she's really passionate about the game she's covering, and that shines through in her videos. She's very friendly and has only just worked up the courage to put herself in front of the camera, so head on over and give her some words of encouragement, because I can see her channel becoming something really special.
Playing a lot of on the GBA is Super Mario Advance 2, Super Mario World. Another game that doesn't need any introduction. It's a Super Mario game. I haven't played much of this before, but I downloaded it on my modded SNES Classic because it was recommended to me as one of their favorite Mario games.
Mr. Bad's Games currently has 386 subscribers. This is Paul, based in the southwest of England, and he's a huge 8 and 16-bit computer fan. He collects all sorts and has an amazing collection, but his big box Amiga and Atari ST collection is particularly impressive. Paul does all sorts: collection videos, pickups, retrospectives of 16-bit computer games, and some excellent videos looking at the history and games of the big 16-bit computer developers and publishers like Ocean. Paul's another top bloke, so go and check him out.
So at number 8 then is another vague title, which you're going to hear that for a few more games yet. This one's called Hopper, a game which was supposed to be a Frogger variant. Now what's interesting is another Frogger variant appears further down this list. So did Spectrum Games have a change of heart and call this game something else?
MT Shark 7, aka Mark the Shark, is a US channel with 386 subscribers. Mark's just a top guy, really friendly, always getting involved with the community and commenting on other people's videos, and he's just such a genuine guy. It's funny, he just says whatever he thinks, which I like. But expect some swearing if you watch his videos, as he has no filter whatsoever. He does pickups, collection videos, live streams, and often posts community response videos. Like I said, a great genuine guy. If that sounds like your bag, head on over and check him out.
My friend Jay and I were actually going through the Sonic games, so this is excellent. I got this in the collection, and that's the Sonic Mega Collection Plus for PS2, which it actually includes all the Game Gear games as well. And I didn't even notice until yesterday that it has hidden games in there as well.
GloryHunter 82 is a UK channel currently on 391 subscribers. He's called Scott and he's been around for a while, although I've only recently discovered his channel. He mainly does pickups, so ideal if that's your cup of tea. I know pickup videos are a bit Marmite, so people either love them or hate them, but personally I think they're great. He picks up games from all over, including car boots, CEX and retro gaming markets. He seems like a nice bloke and definitely has a passion for what he does. Head on over and give him a look.
It is Crazy Taxi 2 on the Dreamcast. So another one of those just great arcade ports for the Dreamcast. The Dreamcast system is just an arcade in the home. It's just full of great arcade games, especially this one.
Another UK channel, LiverpoolRetroGamer, is based in, you guessed it, Liverpool, and is on 397 subs. This is another channel that's relatively new to me. His name's Jack and he does a mixture of videos including collection vids, events, and covers retro consoles like the original PlayStation and Super Nintendo. Whatever he's covering at the time, he's always got a good sense of enthusiasm about him. Pop by and say hello.
Now we can talk about Sega, and the game at hand is World Cup Italia 90. Most people skim past this because it comes with Mega Games 1, but I've actually got that and the original copy of the game. And let me tell you, this is such a special game to my heart. I used to play it all the time with one of my best mates, Josh Bernard, and the two-player on this game, when you both understand the mechanics and you both properly know how to play, so give yourself about 10 minutes to learn how to properly get into it, have a few practice matches, and when the music kicks in...
It's All Fun and Games is on 461 subs and I'm guessing is based somewhere in the States. This is Dom and his production value is absolutely superb, especially the audio. That's something I can never get right, but his voiceover work and levels are always spot on. Most of his videos are under 10 minutes and are so well put together, so they're perfect for a quick burst of entertainment, and he's got a great sense of humour too. And he goes above and beyond. I mean, how many tubers are willing to literally eat shit for their viewers? If you want some context here, I'd recommend checking out his recent video, Why Water Levels Suck, which is excellent and a perfect snapshot of what you can expect from his content. Dom does a mixture of stuff but heavily leans towards Nintendo, but honestly his stuff's so well produced I'd watch almost anything he puts out. Get on over there and see for yourself.
Level is in Super Mario Brothers, and these levels suck. Stupid little bloopers swimming so fast that you can barely make it around them because you swim so slow. But if you think about it, there are only 3 areas with water in the whole game. It's a tacked on mechanic, and that's the problem, when there aren't enough of these levels in the game to justify having one at all. It feels like an afterthought, and one that controls poorly for that matter.
As I said in the intro, when I compile these lists it's always about the person, and Wouter, aka the Highlander, is one of my favourite people on YouTube. Currently sitting at 677 subs, Wouter's based in Holland, aka the Netherlands. He does all sorts, pickups, hardware, events and even programming, but perhaps the videos that I enjoy the most are when Wouter's simply talking to the camera like he would to his friends and always has some good stories to tell. He's a big community person and has supported my channel pretty much from the start. He's a big Commodore 64 fan and supports the current C64 indie scene and also, as I mentioned, programs for it. If you're a Commodore 64 buff yourself or simply want to hear from a genuinely all-round nice person, Wouter's your man.
With the TV, which I bought and I put in my room. Of course, it didn't have any remote control, but it had 6 buttons on the 6 channel selects on the side, and I had this bamboo stick so that I could, from the comfort of my bed, I could select the channel by putting the bamboo stick on the right.
Last but not least is TRex Space Station. This is Ben, he's based in the UK and has 799 subs. Ben has a great channel covering all kinds of retro related goodness. He's a huge Mega Drive guy like myself, but also covers consoles like the Super Nintendo, Game Boy and some modern stuff too. What makes him stand out is that he's also very talented on the guitar, so does covers of classic retro game soundtracks and has also written and recorded intro themes for several YouTubers. His Mega Drive coverage is great, from the system's best shooters to the more obscure. Perhaps where his channel really shines is when he's just chatting, and generally he'll make a video on whatever's on his mind. A really genuine nice bloke and definitely warrants your time. Head on over and check out his channel. So those were 10 fantastic retro gaming channels with fewer than 1,000 subs. I hope I've included something for everyone, and please do let me know if you discover anything that you particularly like. If you have a small retro gaming channel and want to give yourself a shout out in the comments, please crack on. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.